Hello, welcome back to Insomnia Garage. I'm headed up to North Georgia mountains at the end of this week, and really need to do the brakes and wheel bearings and some other things, and so that's what I'm working on. And this is on my 2004 Nissan Xterra 4-wheel drive. I already have the one side torn down, and I figured that this would be a good opportunity to just maybe time lapse the teardown of the assembly, talk about the tools used. Okay, so you will need a 14 millimeter for your slide pin bolts. You will need a 19 millimeter for your caliper bracket mounting bolts, a 6 millimeter Allen. These are a 14 millimeter. And then on the inside, you will also need a set of snap ring pliers. Try to buy some that will do internal and external, where you can swap the pivot point, right? So I've got those. You'll also need a Phillips head screwdriver. You can use an impact driver if you need it, the hammer hand impact. And then you'll also need, where did it go? This is from I think this is Sunex, maybe. It's a 2-pin socket, and it's for the retaining nut for the spindle. Some people get away, with using like a screwdriver and a hammer, but you can't set the preload on the bearings properly without using a tool like this. I have heard of people buying the 4-pin and grinding down to opposing pins in order to use it, but if you can pick this up on Amazon. When I bought it, it was like $20, but who knows how much they go for. There's the part number right there. So I'm gonna set this camera down, and for the sake of the video, I'm gonna be using my impact, but if you have hand tools, that is more than acceptable. I did it for years using hand tools. right angle pick to save the day. And there it is. That is the total disassembly and teardown. If you don't have an air impact or an air compressor, I highly recommend buying one of the hammer impacts because trying to do this without the rotor assembly turning is a major pain. I suppose you could probably do it while it's on the spindle. I've never tried it that way, but you know, I guess there's always a way to figure something out. So, but now I can disassemble this and put it all back together. And so just let me know, leave a like or a thumbs up if the video helped you in any way. Thanks so much.